doctor said you get the anxiety attack. Hello everyone, welcome to Angela Rai. My name is Angela Rai. Welcome to my channel. So in this video, I'm going to talk about mental health and anxiety attack, how I got anxiety attack, and since how long I have been facing this. So why I'm making this video, because maybe there might be some people who are facing this or who have already faced this kind of problem. So let's start with the point. Before that, let's talk about mental health. Mental health is not something which has to be taken for granted, okay, which people enjoy. But I feel like it has to be the topic of discussion, because in this era, in this generation, this time, everyone is going through the mental health issue. Some people share, some not. This happened to me, and this can happen to anybody else, right? That why to hesitate, why to feel embarrassed? And this is not the thing that we should feel embarrassed or we should be ashamed of or something, because this is not the thing which we did it, right? It happened, maybe the situation and everything. Okay. Let me come to the point, to come to my point, that when I got anxiety it was maybe the symptom, it was in 2020 when all the people were inside the house. Corona happened, lockdown happened, quarantine happened and everything. I remember clearly, I was sitting on the couch in my living room. I got maybe there was the mini anxiety, maybe this, or the symptom, one of the symptoms of anxiety, maybe. Suddenly I got a problem in a breathing, right? I was sitting on the couch, I got a problem in a breathing. I couldn't breathe, like I felt suffocated, and I felt shortness in my breathing. And that shortness of breathing was like something, it was like I cannot hide even, and I felt that, and I felt like lack of oxygen or something. And that happened, and I felt like this happened because of the situations and everything, because whole world was into the trouble. I ignored, and I didn't even care about that. Then I didn't care, and then that shortness in my breathing, or shortness of breathing, that would heal itself within a couple of hours. And that's the thing. That first thing happened, and that thing kept repeating in every around 2-3 months, or then 4-5 months, or 2-3 months. It kept repeating. And then I took it normally, like it is a normal thing. Maybe I ate something junk or not healthy, so because of that it happened. So let it be, and don't care about that. And I didn't even care about that, and it would heal, it would get fine itself within some time. That happened, happened somehow frequently in every 3-4 months duration or gap. Then first shortness of breathing that recognized in 2020, then 2023, right? In this time of period, that happened so many times, and I didn't care about that, and that would heal itself, and I didn't have to care about that much. And yes, 3 months ago, I got the same problem. I woke up as usual in the morning, and as I got up, I felt so much problem in a breathing. Like I had problem here. I feel like something, got stuck inside my throat, inside my lungs, inside my heart, stomach, everywhere. I couldn't breathe properly. Then I took as, as normal, like then I went to the gym. Then I went to the gym. I tried to do workout and everything. I couldn't do because of the lack of oxygen, lack of breathing, lack of air inside my throat or air pipe. Then I couldn't. I roamed around the gym hall, and then I I was like roaming around the gym hall, going to the main room, that door, to get the fresh air so that I can breathe properly. That happened for almost 40-50 minutes. Then I felt like, no, this is not something which I should be doing careless about. Sorry. Then I couldn't do any exercise. I came home. That kept happening. The whole day passed by, and by the end of the day, I was like so much in pain. Like, pain means so much in trouble. I couldn't breathe. Like, I was like all the time. Then taking deep breath in between these things, and my stomach and my lungs, my heart, my throat, everything was paining. It was hurting. It was like not into the normal situation. Everything was like aching so much. I slept with the hope that next morning I'll be okay. I got up next morning. I got my period next morning, early morning, and when I get period, I get so bad cramp and I feel like I'm unconscious for 2 days. So that happened. My mind, my body, my emotion, everything was into my cramp. So because of that, I couldn't focus on my breathing. I was so much in pain, bodily pain. Then that happened in the evening. That's the next day evening. I felt that shortness of breathing again. I mean around 8:30 or 9, I had that problem again, and I started doing so much, and then that day I thought so much about life, which I had never thought about my life in my whole life. That night I want to sleep, like I want to fall asleep, and next moment I feel if I fall asleep, maybe I would die. My breathing would stop there, right? And if I don't fall asleep like this, I stay like this and doing, how can I survive? Because I cannot breathe. This kind of thing. If you have problem in the breathing itself, in your air pipe itself, then you cannot breathe. You cannot survive. There's no chance. If you have problem somewhere, it's like if you cut your hand, if you have something in a body or some pain, that's okay. To survive, your breathing should be good, your air pipe should be good in the condition. But in my case, that was not. Right? How to survive? That was the question mark. That day I thought so much. One thing I thought, that thought came in my mind automatically, maybe next minute I'll die. I cannot be survived like this. I cannot handle it anymore. Maybe my breathing would be stopped right now and I'll not be anymore. So that happened. Then what came in my mind was, I'm the person who has been the strongest in her whole life, responsible, positive, motivated. I have no friends. Yes, hi, hello friends I have, but no friends where I can share these kinds of pain, and being responsible or head of the family, you cannot share these kinds of things with your other family members because You are the only hope in your family. If you break down, if you feel like this weak, then what would be their situation? So I cannot share, right? So I was kind of helpless. Then I felt my these years, my so many years of hard work, so many years of earning doesn't mean that money only. It means like your experiences of your life, that is very, very precious. Money also, your education, your career, your responsibilities, your relationships with the people, everything which you have earned, which you have earned, invested. And I felt maybe somehow I have come to this point, this level, doing so much of hard work, and I am now thinking about good results of my hard work. And at this time I'm having this problem, and maybe this is not something which I had thought about, and I am about to witness my results of my hard work. I'm about to have that good results of my hard work, and I want to enjoy and everything. And at that time I'm having this, maybe I'll not be able to witness, able to live, able to enjoy or celebrate all these hardness results. So I felt so bad that day. Then whole day I felt like I'm not gonna be survived anymore. That happened. I felt so many times going to the hospital. I didn't go. Next day I woke up. I called to the hospital and asked for the appointment. I got the appointment. Then I went to the hospital. Then I did meet to the doctor. I did see him, and I did everything, like checkup, everything, x-ray, ultrasound, everything. So I did checkup of my lungs, my my heart, my lungs, my chest, my urine, my blood, my sugar, and everything. Everything was fine, totally fine. And I'm not somebody who is involved, or who has been involved, or who is into smoking, drinking, drugs, all those. I've been a pure girl, pure human, and I have a pure human body. But this happened, and doctor said you get the anxiety attack. That time even though I was smiling, he was in front of me saying so many things. I was smiling, but because I know the pain inside, what I have been going through, Then yes, that happened, and we had a plan to go up, to the mountains. And I asked to the doctor that, doctor said, you got the anxiety attack. Don't think too much. Don't think about so many things, all those. I knew what he was trying to say. Then I said, doctor, I have a plan of going up, like in the mountains. So can I go up? And he said, take a rest for a week, take medicine. And he gave me medicine, and he gave me this also. And yes, you can go, but take a rest for a week and take medicine, and you can go with medicine and this, if in case if something happens, then you can have it. And while climbing up, don't panic, don't think too much. Yes, I was aware of that. I was very, very aware of that. And I know I love my life, right? So I went up. I had to work like for 5 days. I went up with my friends, and I was aware of my situation, because no one was aware of my situation, what I had gone through. I had this in my bag, and as I go up, I felt like there's something in my heart, like breathing. Yes, you get the you get so fast breathing when you're tired, but no, without sound. It was like tuk, 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 dog, 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 dog. It was sounding like that. I could hear that literally. I guess somehow afraid, but I didn't even care about that. But I was aware of that. That happened. Nothing happened, thankfully. I came back to Kathmandu. Then after coming back to Kathmandu, so many drama happens. After coming back here, what happened was everything got changed. Like, I have been so strong. I have been like the brave person in my whole life. So positive. And what had happened was I used to feel like I'm zero. I am nobody else. I have nothing else. I'm so nervous. So nervous, and in a minute, next minute, so confident. Next minute, I'm crying. Next minute, I'm laughing. I'm happy, so much happy, normal. Then next minute, again crying out, crying like a crazy. Without there's no reason of crying. There's no reason of smiling, laughing. I'm doing that. My my energy was like energy. I mean, my motivation was into the high peak, sometimes high level. In a minute, next minute, I'm like nobody, nothing. I have nothing. Then if I see people like human being, I used to feel like strange, so strange. I was like, I afraid going downstairs and facing people, because I used to feel like this is my house, right? I've been staying here for the last 13-14 years. This village, these people, my neighbors, I used to feel like afraid of going close to them. And if I see people, like two people are coming there, for example, they are like black and white. There's no color, there's no interest, there's no happiness, there's nothing. People are black and white. My gate area, downstairs gate area, was like so dark and so black and white, so strange. It's like so many kinds of thoughts came in my mind. I'm sitting here, here, this is my bed, here, crying, laughing, so much, having so much confidence and losing confidence. Sometimes I feel so confident, and in second minute and next minute I feel underconfident. So I went through so much. And another thing, for example, this is my mobile, right? I have mobile here, this is a table, I'm sitting here, and if I get vibration like brr, I used to feel like and if I touch like this, or if something touches my finger as well, this touch, I used to feel like something happened, something is hitting me, or something is like, so that kind of weakness. And I ride a scooter. I've been riding scooter since so long, like 10 years maybe. And that scooter, I have traveled like these mountains with that scooter. But I couldn't think about that scooter. If I think about that scooter, I would feel so afraid. I would feel like maybe something happens, you know. Scooter, I didn't even think about, I couldn't even think about that. And I felt like maybe I'll not be able to go out riding or go out facing the people. I felt like that, and I felt like that for 4 or 5 weeks after coming back to Kathmandu here. That happened. And facing this so many feelings, like crying, laughing, smiling, again crying, confident, being so confident and being so underconfident, and afraid, everything, like living with these kinds of feelings for 4 or 5 weeks, over a month. That's not a joke. It's not a day, it's not 2 days, it's over a month, right? And it's very easy to share, but very, very hard to bear all those that happened. And I was helpless. I couldn't even share this with the people. I shared this with 3 persons maybe. They said, this is, don't think too much, don't think too much. For God's sake, I know I know I shouldn't be thinking too much. Because of that, this is the problem. It's not in control. It is out of control. That's why this became a problem, right? And I used to feel like crying and laughing and all those, and I feel like no one understands me. If I say A, they go to the XYZ. I mean, the context. I wanted to share, I wanted to share, and I wanted to have conversation with people so that my mind get engaged, but there's nobody. So how can I share? And that happened, that suffocation and everything, and I went through so much. And so make friends, make friends. Please, this is my request. If somebody is there, wants to share something to you, wants to share their heart out, please listen to them. The victim of anxiety or depression, they are going through so much and they want to be normal, right? But if you deny listening them, then there will be the problem, more like complicated problem. Listen to them. There might be so many people who want you to be part of their feelings, or who want you to listen to them. And do not hesitate to share. Sharing is very, very helpful. And still I get that attack, but I am kind of handling it by myself. And that attack, and after coming back to Kathmandu, that kind of depression, maybe those things changed my life. Before, I used to be so, I used to think that if I'm there, I can make everybody happy, like including my family, friends. I don't have that many friends, but I'm there. Yes, I can share, I can make them happy. And I'm in the situation where I cannot be weak, and they have said that you cannot be weak. Not my mom or dad, my brothers, sisters. There are other family members who have so much hope in me, and I cannot show them my tears. I cannot show them my weaknesses because they'll get down. So because of them also, I can cry out my heart. I recorded 2 videos before this. This is the 3rd video that I'm recording because I couldn't share previous videos because I couldn't complete because I was crying. I was crying sharing, but this is my 3rd recording, and I'm now it is okay to share, upload. So this is the thing. And don't because of anxiety, depression, people have gone into or have chosen the wrong way, that is suicide. Please, suicide is not a solution. Life is so beautiful. Before, I used to have suicidal thoughts whole my life, from whole, yeah, I'm not lying. It's been almost 2 years that hasn't come in my mind. But before, till that time, I used to have so much suicidal thoughts in my mind, and it used to be like rotating in my mind. I know I shouldn't be thinking, but it used to be rotating. So that used to happen with me as well. But life is so much beautiful. Do it for you. If you cannot do it for you, do it for your mom and dad, who have given birth to you and brought you to this beautiful world. Thank you so much. I love you all.